Yes, guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. Bash it, the king. Well, I just did a video on this for a part one. So if you haven't already looked, go and have a look. We're going to do a little bit of game through. We're going to do some playing for it. We're going to play some for it and see how we go on. Bash the king, National League North, Kings Lynn, the update, the latest restructure, blah 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 blah. It's all fucking good. It's all good. We've got our self-imposed rules. If you want to know what they are, let me know and I will repeat them. And that's our formation, the bullet formation, as I wish to now call it. We've got a decent setup. We've got a decent first half of the season. It's going to be a long season. It's a 46-game season. Very long season indeed. And of course, I'm sure you already know this, but anyone that finishes in the bottom four of the lowest division, such as this, you are instantly sacked. So, let's move on. Let's move on then. Where to start? Okay. Now, these guys in the resis, they can all do one. In fact, I think we've accepted a 10 grand offer. See if Chester can offer us anything. I'll try and repeat certain things, rules that I'm implementing for myself. Now, the most common ones are the non-wib-wob, no centralised formation, no two at the back, none of that shit. But the one particular rule that I've implemented for myself here is any player that I buy is not allowed to move on in the same window. And I'll tell you something interesting about this update, and I've seen it 2 or 3 times now. I saw it with a Nigerian guy that I was tracking. Where's that Nigerian guy? There was a Nigerian guy, he moved to Juventus. Let me just get to him. And I've seen this a couple of times now, and I think it's a little bit bizarre, to be honest with you. Where is he? Where is that little fucker? I think it was a Juventus player. It was this guy. It weren't the Nigerian guy. It happened to Nigerian guys. Well, it's this guy. So they've got this guy, because I was tracking him, and Juventus chose him, motherfucker, and somebody bid for him immediately, which I thought was bizarre. Juventus, normally, they would just reject it straight away. They did reject it. Even if they accepted it, he'd have probably, rejected any sort of contract. I just thought it was a bit bizarre, coming from AI. I think the AI... I thought it was quite interesting to see something a little bit quite unique, I think it's fair to say. It was definitely unique. So, ordinarily, right, the way I play rags to riches sort of games, and I still play this to this day, Woking, that's not easy, is it? Is I transfer list everybody, and I've essentially had to do that. But anybody that I've bought, I cannot sell straight away. So the players that I've got going, and I pointed this out on my last video, and I've got to show you this. I like this video, anyone. I brought Aaron Rowe for 85 grand, and you can see how well he's done for me. He's going when the window opens, but he's going for 1.8 million over 6 months over 6 months. So that was a deal that I negotiated with Norwich City. So we're going to get essentially 300 grand for the rest of the season in January through to June, which is going to help me. I'm also going to get 600 grand on that if he makes, as and when he makes 10 appearances, if he makes 10 appearances before he moves on. So we've got good money for Ben Fox as well, 475 grand, and we're getting 2 players coming in for Ben Fox. The players that are coming in from Mansfield are George Maris, who I like the look of, and who was the other guy? Oh, Louis Reed. Louis Reed's coming in as well. But we have been busy. What's that, Clemens? I like that. Now I need to check things like this. Now Peterhead, right? They've come in at 50 grand. They've got 180 grand to spend. But now this I can't take this as gospel, because look, right? They've got players coming in. They've already got a player coming in from me. They've got Tom Wilson, and they've got all these players. So there's no fucking way that Peterhead I'm accepting that. But the Worksop, now let's see what Worksop have got coming in. Again, they're spending 180 grand. Maybe, do you know what? I think we've got to take the risk, haven't we? We'll take the risk on him. Ideally, I want somebody else to come in, though. Somebody that's not... this is why I think it's important to being able to see AI finances. I do think it's important. So you can have a rough idea if a deal might get collapse, basically. So, right, okay, where to start? So McClintock has done really well for me on the right. He looks a sack of shit. He's a proper sack of shit, isn't he? We started with hardly any money, and you know what? If you look at our signings that we've had to make, you know, we paid 50 grand for Connor Masterton, and you know, we paid, as I say, 85 for Aaron Rowe, but we're getting our money back. We paid 110 grand for Ethan Coleman. Now that was big money, big money. And I'll tell you something else I did do on this particular save. I had 2 friendlies. I actually had 2 friendlies. Albeit they were only against divisions above me, but we did well. We drew with Kidderminster. Kidderminster, I pointed out that Kidderminster are the second highest wage bill in the division. I think they're about 12.5 grand, and we're on 13 grand a week. Although they've got a couple of highly paid players. So just something, I was looking around at what my total wage bill was, and I thought to myself, fuck me, what's that in comparison? And I'll show you that really, really quickly. So we're on 13 grand. Kidderminster are second on 12.5. Now, Kidderminster do have a couple of high-paid players, 2 grand, as you can see. But mine, right, I've been very, very shrewd on this. 600 quid is the capped amount. We've missed out on players because of that. We're getting rid of that guy. Now, this guy here, Daniel Scarud, he hasn't done brilliant for me. I think he's quite a decent player, but he's going for a good few hundred grand. And we go to Chester City now. Chester City, we're going to go as is. I pointed out on the video, if you haven't seen it, we've got this player called Larson, Julian Larson. Keeps getting injured for me, was really winding me up. Doesn't have a big injury prone, as you can see. Did a physio report, send him for rehabilitation for 6 months. Fuck that shit. So he's going. We've got some strikers coming in though. We've got plenty of players coming in. So we're playing up top. We're playing our guy that we brought as a youngster, Velvik, who's done really well. Jonathan Lico has done really well for me. 8 involvements. We just need to continue this momentum going for Kings Lynn. And as I said on the video, Kings Lynn is not far at all from Peterborough, my hometown. So I thought I'd go with something a little bit different. Bash the King. Obviously, our plan isn't to move clubs. We'll just try and take Kings Lynn as far as we can. Mandenville, now I think I remember rightly on one of the previous updates, he did really well for me on a Rags to Riches. He did really well. 12 goals. And I think it's really a case of rotating players, you know, ins and outs. You know, you all know how I play it, but you know what? I think you've got to look at it this perspective, this concept. This is a business, right? We've got to let Kings Lynn, we're here for the long haul. A convincing victory at Chester City then. We win again. Nice victory. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Now, I need to delete something. So I did a stream a week and a half ago before I went away. And then I went out, and apparently I left, well, I didn't apparently, I saw it. I left the stream going like a fucking dildo that I am. Situation then, 18 clear at the top then. Fide, alright, they've got a game in hand, but who gives a shit? Long way, it's going to be a long season, isn't it? It's going to be a proper long season. Hereford, Macclesfield, Chorley coming up. Roll on the January window. We've got a big, busy December coming up. I'm actually, you've seen I'm playing Rowe on the right wing, even though he's going. Ordinarily, when a player's leaving, I tend to give somebody else a chance. I don't want to make that mistake. You know, it's quite easy to be derailed, not just in results, but just in morale, in form, other players, and so on and so on. So, now, let's have a look what else we've got going on over here. Do you know what? I couldn't offer that. I wanted him. The guy that's Fox that's going to Mansfield. We got 2 players in exchange. Now, Rotherham made a bid at the same time, and they came back with 2 players as well that I requested. Joshua Coyote, he was one of them. It's very easy to be blindsided by his finishing, but it is what it is. I think I've got a striker coming now. I've got a decent striker coming. I feel that, you know, you need to sort of evolve, really. But I've got to maintain my own self-imposed rule that no player do it. So basically, you know, we've all done it. You bought a player on a Bosman and you flogged him straight away. Well, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to sell a player in the same window. Now, when I say same window, if he arrives in July, he cannot go for at least 2 months because the window will close. Technically speaking, I could list him in September, I could list a player now, and they could go now, because it might depend on who's bid for him. But that would be okay, but it's very rare, isn't it? Most windows are the same, particularly across Europe. So as I said, this is the restructure patch, the most up-to-date version 5 from the great Dav Dav, with support of Nix version 2.31. This has got an up-to-date World Cup, of course, as well. Now, I'm keeping an eye on this. I want to keep an eye on these. I've been very... Nah, fuck that. Yeah, nothing worth screaming about. Okay, Hereford then, the opponents. Not going to make any changes here. I think we're quite disciplined. We're doing very well. I will give some game time to players. Like, for example, I might make a change now. And I might bring Coleman back in. And I'm going to bring McClintock back in on the right as well. We're all good. Oh, look who's available. That's interesting, isn't it? He's on 7-7 over. He's just always injured. It's so frustrating. I don't want to send him away on rehab. I just thought, and because it says up to 6 months, I thought there's no fucking way I'm sending him away. I'd rather just fuck him off for 70 grand. I had high expectations of him, but it is what it is. It's 1-0 then. Now, Alongi, is it Alongi? He's done really well for me. I brought him for 28 grand from Inverness, and he's done really well when he's come in. We're 1 up. Velvich will come off now then. That's interesting. Julian Larson, let's see then if he'll get another injury. I mean, look at that. What a wanker. So frustrating, isn't it? Kings Lynn 1, Hereford 0. The Walks is the stadium. My sister-in-law is actually from Kings Lynn. She was raised and brought up in Kings Lynn. She now clearly lives with my brother. And it's final score, Kings Lynn 1, Hereford 0. It's, well, we only edged it just, didn't we? Robbie McKenzie, not happy with him. Not happy with my defence at all. And I think Mark Whittaker once said, you know, the problem with a three-man defence, there's always one that doesn't perform. And he's absolutely spot on. Meanwhile, though, we continue to open up the gap now. They're 19 points clear at the top. The all-important top space. We've got a few players. Let me just double check and make sure. A few players, a lot of players on the non-promotion and relegation release clause, which essentially cancel each other out. You know, I think if, as and when we get promoted, we're going to have to, in my mind, we're going to have to up the wage bill. 600 quid a week isn't going to get the top players or players for the conference calibre. But we shall see. You know, we could maybe stretch it. We could have a look around the conference. Have a look who's on what wages and stuff like that. The players that are arriving, none of them are coming in on. Why am I not playing in this yet? Why? What am I talking about? The Football League Trophy, dickhead. That's the Vans, isn't it? That's that fucking Bristol. I like the fact that they call it the Football League Trophy because I'm fed up with these fucking sponsorship names. They do my nut in. They really do. Okay. I need to just change. I think I've got two scouts going on the net. Yeah, of course I have. Fuck that. Let's just send him. Let's send him on youth players as well. I think it's always handy. You just never know. You might pick something up. You know, this 4-5 star shit, I don't go with that stuff. We've got no strikers at the minute. No strikers. Okay. Let's see how we get on. Don't be shy. Say hello. Say hello, whoever you are. I can see the people are there watching. We've got a few. Feel free to say hello. And any questions you've got about, well, this particular save that I've got going, or anything CM related, to be honest with you, we can call this a bit of a podcast maybe. So Alloa bid 10 grand then for Tom Dickens. Now I'm just going to accept that. He can go. We had a few players in the resis. I had two players that essentially I was going to keep. McFarlane weren't one of them. Was it Morrison? No. Who was it? Oh, I forget who they are. Must be in the resis. It was that guy, Because I like the... No, it weren't that guy at all. 1 minute, guys. I'm just trying to work something out here. I'm just trying to work something out. I had 2 players leaving. In fact, they're on my training. It's these 2. It's Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson's going to Peterhead. He had a game, and I was a little bit unsure about Jack Lambert. I thought he maybe, you know, he's had a game, he's had a goal as well, but everybody was out of contract at the end of the season, so, you know, it's not a problem there. I'm going to show you something that I've done very, very differently on my training this time around, right? This is all as is. Let's just move them over there. We've got shooting. Yeah, this is all as is. But I've done something very, very different. I've done that. Now, I'm taking a big risk on this. I'm opting for a big risk. Did a little bit of research, attribute checking, that sort of stuff. And feel maybe we'll just have one drill for one coach. I've never really tried it before. But you know what? I'm always open to trying new things. Within a new save, that sort of stuff. It's difficult to test that sort of stuff. Unless you've got a proper save going. So, we shall see. Okay, we go to Macclesfield now then. Is that the FA Cup second round? We're going to go as is then, I feel. Let me just check something a minute. McClintock, Mackenzie was poor, weren't he? Mackenzie was poor. I'm not happy with Mackenzie. But I'm not happy with Rooney, and Rooney looks good. I like Rooney, I like the look of him. So maybe we're going to give Sant a game. This guy we got on the youth, we bought him. That was interesting, right? So we bought this guy, Lucas Sant. He arrived, he appeared on the youth, but he had a history for Crewe, which I thought was bizarre. I've never seen anything like that before. We're going to give him a game, I feel. I feel that... Okay, yeah, we've got some defenders coming as well. Okay, let's go straight to it then. Macclesfield against Kings Lynn. The next league game. 1-0. Mandeville, shall I say. We lead 1-0 at Macclesfield. I wasn't really sure who the strongest team were going to be in the Conference North. I mean, looking around, I'd have probably guessed at Hereford, maybe. I'd have probably said Macclesfield, maybe, as well, to be honest with you. Nevertheless, cracking performance, cracking result. Don't like sixes, though. We do not like sixes. Stowe was a left winger. He's not done great, is he, Stowe? My striker as well, Velvet. They are youngsters, you know. The Velvet, he is young. He's going to have bad games. And a very good result again. We're looking really strong. We are looking really strong. We entertain Chorley. And I feel what we're going to do here now then, we're going to make a McClintock. I think I'm going to leave McClintock in for the moment. Okay. I am going to give Larson a game. I think Mackenzie's not going to be fit, is he? When is that game? If it's 7 days, no, I don't think Mackenzie's going to make it, is he? Okay, the FA Cup second round was really gutted when we got knocked out of that. I was so gutted. Got another recommend? No, it's no good. Well, what can we say? It's a proper different save, isn't it? When you're playing a conference team, and this isn't just conference, this is Conference North. This is proper rags to riches. So the question is, can we bash the king? You know, can we bash the king? Lead them all the way up? Who knows? Who knows? I think there's no doubt it is a lot more difficult on the update to do it. It really is. Okay. Champions League phase is all up to date. That is, of course, as part of the restructure, up to date. I love it. I really do. I don't even think I've had a proper game yet on the update. This is probably my first proper game. I've done a lot of testing. I've not played anything on the big scale with the big teams to actually explore the Champions League. But I think it's amazing. Okay, we take on Chorley. I think we have to make a change in defence, aren't we? Larson. Oh no, you're joking. Again, he's injured again. You fucking joke. I am going to take Mackenzie off. I'm going to bring Rooney in for this. Sant got me a 7. That's fine by me. And it would certainly appear we've got to make another change. There we go. He's injured again. Of course he is. It's Kings Lynn against Chorley. As I said, we had a couple of draws. Nothing worth worrying about, to be honest with you. I think, you know, the bottom line is, we're getting players in January, and when it gets to July, assuming we get promoted, we're going to be stepping it up. There's no doubt about it. We're going to be stepping up to the next level. Patterson's coming off now. Then I'm going to bring Mark Stowe again. He's a youngster. I thought he was a youngster. No. Josh Hawkes. Josh Hawkes comes in, and he's not actually done too bad. So Kings Lynn 3, Chorley 1. It's 3-2. We'll have to look at our goalkeeper now. Not happy when we're conceding 2 goals. 4-2. Rooney. Velvik has got 2. He wasn't even going to play, was he? Wasn't even going to play. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Lico was poor. But again, you know, I'm accepting, really, players performing well and then getting the odd bad game. 22 games gone. We're almost at the halfway stage, but we can focus now on the FA Trophy, where we're going to go to what is going to be a little bit more difficult, away to Woking, 6th in the National League. Well, I think we need to go stronger here. Might bring Rowe back in on the right wing. Yep, okay. Right. Let's see what we got. Never recommend. Oh. He ain't interested in me, is he? That wanker is not interested in me. I'd love to get this guy. I would offer over the odds for this guy. I found that on the May update, this guy just doesn't entertain a move. I'm offering him 750 on that. No, we've already seen him. These are the same ones, aren't they, that we've already seen? Okay. It's very difficult to get players. Okay, here we go then. I am going to make a change, though. I think Velvik's going to start. I think there's no doubt about that. McClintock, I'm going to put Rowan on the right. And in defence, Rooney got me a 7. Bradbury, well, I don't even know why I weren't playing Bradbury. Really don't know why I weren't playing Bradbury. But Bradbury comes back in. Sant can stay in. And let's just check our goalkeepers as well. I think we've got to check that. Gregory conceded 7 and 15. Phillips. Okay, I think Gregory looks the better goalkeeper, to be honest with you, attribute-wise. Oh, man. Fuck me, we've got to make changes here. I'm going to make one change. Okay, Velvet can come off. I think we're going to have to bring Larson in for this game. And I'm going to take Coleman out as well. Don't like to do that, but I think we've got to. Yeah, okay. Third round of the FA Trophy then. Of course, we're going to be in this next season as well. And we lead 1-0. That's what we need. They are stronger opposition. I think there's no doubt. We'll have to... We can actually have a rough... Let's have a quick gander at their team. See what their average values are. Yeah, I mean, they've got a couple of high-low knees. Their wage bill's less than ours, though. Half. With regards to low knees, I started with a couple of low knees. I sent them back, didn't want them. And I did go for other low knees for players on loan. No one was playing ball. No one was playing ball at all. We didn't get not one low knee in, which fucking wound me up a little bit. But look at this for a second half blitz. Absolutely superb. 5-1. Lucas Sant was poor. It is what it is. Tom Bradbury, that's why you didn't play probably, you wanker. 5-1 winners at Woking. And we go through to the next round. Is that the quarter-final, is it? No, it's not next. No, it's not the quarter-final, is it? So what's the schedule on this? Cool, it's a lot. Do you know what? That never used to be like that. That's part of patchwork, surely. That you get fucking 5 rounds. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not a problem. But yeah, get in there. So, we are through. Let me just have a check now then. Larson got me 2 goals there. You know what? But I can't take the risk of him being injured. You know, it's really frustrating. I only ever do that when I'm drinking my drink, so you know I'm still here. Okay, and we've had a message go as well. Okay, there we go. 4th round draw, we've gone past that. Okay. Why is my fucking Wi-Fi not on? There we go. Okay, so don't intend to move any formation. We've got Halifax then. Oh, they're a bit stronger in the National North. Bit stronger. Let's have a look at what Halifax are like. Yeah, much stronger team. Their wage bill isn't as high as ours. That's just typical us, though, isn't it? But they've definitely got a stronger team in terms of value. But you know what? We can do it. We go to Southport now then. And after we play Southport, that'll be, you bastard. That'll be our final league. That'll be halfway stage of the league. As soon as we get to the January window, though, that's where it's all going to get fun. Let me just check my messages. See, I want that guy. I do want that guy, but we can't afford nothing. Our money, I've got to keep an eye on our money. 227 grand in the bank and nothing to spend. Meanwhile, the League Cup quarter-final gets underway. As per real life, the winners of the League Cup will go into the Conference League. And of course, if they're already in the Europa League, it will go down to the next team in the league. The Conference League, talking of which, there it is. The league phase, as per real life. I love it. I love realism. You know, I think for years and years and years, people have been saying, can you get the Champions League to reflect real life? And the answer's always been no. It's hard-coded. But then Dav came around, and he's changed he's changed it for so many people. I mean, yeah, say what you want about the update, about it's harder. I openly say it's harder, and so there's certain things that I think are not quite right. I think a lot of things are overpowered and stuff like that. But in terms of the restructure, in line with the update, you know, all those guys working together is just, it's a new game, isn't it? It's a new game. And I think, you know, essentially we're all big fucking kids, aren't we? I know for me, I feel like a big fucking kid. Okay, so McClintock will come back in now. I'm going to put in Coleman back in. I'm going to have Morrison as a bench. In terms of defence, ooh, okay. I'm going to bring Mackenzie back in. I'm going to bring Velvik back in. On the left, yeah, everyone is absolutely fine. Everyone's fit. That's all that counts. As we go to Southport. And I think we cannot grumble with our halfway stage. You know, as I said, the FA Cup, we were a little bit unlucky against Colchester. You know, bowed out at the first round, but it is what it is. You know, I do need positions. Now, I'll tell you another thing, right, which is really crucial about this formation, I feel. Where I've got, where I had Lico, he is a free role. Very, very important role. Very, very important role indeed. Spent a lot of time working on that. So we will see. You know, I just feel sometimes, I feel that, oh, for fuck's sake, what a wanker. What a complete bastard. Okay, well, I didn't want to do this. Do you know what? I'm going to put Larson in there. He's out of position. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Southport 0. Kingsley 1 is the final score. Patterson was poor. McClintock did well. And we're at the halfway stage. The halfway stage of the season. Okay. I can't grumble with that at all, can I? I really can't. I wanted to get a couple more games in before I end the stream. Maybe get these 2 games in and get to the January window. That's where I want to get. I want to get to the January window. I am going to do something very, very quickly, though. Something I meant to do. I tend to do this, particularly as a little club. And all the players that are going, I like to make sure, because, you know, if anyone, when I get to the 1st of January, I'm going to see, hopefully this will say 0. And anyone, anywhere it don't say 0, I know that deal fell through, if you get what I mean. Ollie McDonald, how long's he out for? 2 months. Wanker. Okay. Okay, and Ben Fox is going as well. Okay, so 13 players are going. So when we get to the 1st of January, we'll see. We will see. Okay. Let's see now what we got. So, Flight have lost at home. That's their game in hand. So 22 points. Do you know what? It's almost near on perfect, isn't it? Near on perfect in what's going to be a long season. That's the thing. You've got to have some patience, perseverance with these rags to riches. I just call it rags to riches, but we're calling this bash the king. We're calling it bash the king. That's what it's got. We've got to bash the king. I thought about getting a picture of Prince Charles, or King Charles, shall I say, but then I weren't sure if that would be appropriate. But then I thought, who the fuck am I kidding? I don't give a fuck about things like that. So, okay, let's just hurry up and get to our last 2 games. We'll get to January. It's Christmas time. Do you ever get to a date right on CM and you think to yourself, what was I doing exactly on that date that year? Okay, Crane. Okay, 10 grand for Ross Crane. You can go. Ross Crane can go. Okay. Oh, it's a big one. This is a big one. Walker. He can play forward. He's crap, though. Again, another player that I bought purely as a youth, or, you know, to get a bit of game time here and there. In the next game, on the 30th, I'm going to play the players that are leaving. I'm not fucking stupid, am I? Yeah, there we go. I just want to change. Okay. I'm also going to go back to Phillips in goal. I think he's just more on form. Okay, Kings Lynn against AFC Clyde. Let's see. Oh, we're trailing. It's a rarity. It's a rarity. Probably the first time this season that we've actually trailed in a game. I'm trying to think our draws. I think one of them was Kidderminster was 0-0. I'm pretty certain it was 0-0, the Kidderminster game. But you won't find a more placid me at not winning than this current save. I think it's obvious why, as to why I'm not quite so angry or pissed off because of the gap we've got. And also, I'm quite confident I can find a winner on this. I look at the stats and I'm quite confident. I'm not going to make any changes. I've got to have faith with these fuckers. Final score, Kings Lynn 1, AFC Clyde 1. We draw for the 3rd time this season. Generally speaking, a very good display. Stats-wise, shots-wise, you know, they were second as well. Alfreton's claimed a few points in there. And we're in a really strong position, aren't we? We are very much in a strong position. Not going to make too many changes here. I'm going to put Rowe in. I'm going to put Fox in. I'm going to put Larson in for this game. Make some serious changes here. Lambert, you play the match. To be honest with you, sorry, I'm going to know what to call you. I'm going to call you FT, because it just says, for me, it just says at FT574 at FT. I've always played it quite fast. I think there's a difference of how some people play it. Some people play what you call micromanage. There's no doubt about that. It's a good observation, to be honest with you. And I think one of the benefits of playing it in slow, to what you're saying, is you can see the commentary more, because everything you see in commentary doesn't always it's not always duplicated into the match report. So when you see the match report and you've had a red card and you don't see a reason behind it, it just says red card. There would have been a reason behind it. It would have been in the live commentary. Do you know what I mean? So you've got a valid point. I don't feel personally that if I watched it any slower would make any difference on the impact, if I'm really honest with you. Just my own perspective. We've been postponed. Why? Weather? Okay. Well, there you go. We sold Adam Rooney. You know what? The offer came in, and you don't often get offers for old players, do you? So I took it, and we've just been given $2,000. Right, is he going? Tell me he's going. He's not going. He's going to get a fine now anyway, that fucking wanker. Or a warning. Bad weather. Okay. Well, that changes everything then, don't it? So, we'll clear that. Our game's been postponed. And there's the situation as we get to Christmas. Just going to check my money again a minute. 200 grand. It's been borderline 200 grand. I think I went out to 170. Believe it or not, I actually think the FA Trophy made us a bit of money. I know the FA Cup game, although we lost it, that made us about 20, 30 grand, I think. I think there was TV revenue on that. But we're going to make some money now because, as I said, Rose moved to Norwich, providing, touch wood, that goes through. 1.8 million. I mean, they offered us 900 grand up front. And I wanted to get a deal that I think that was going to sort of... I was thinking more ahead of money each month. I don't often go for the 6 monthly. I think at this level, you've got to start looking at that. You know, at this level. So I felt that 300 grand a month for 6 months. And obviously, this is the key thing here. There's no danger of him moving again in 6 months. Because obviously, if I did 12 months and they give me... you know, an instalment over 12 months, in 6 months' time, he could leave, and I lose out. I think I lose out. I don't know. I'd need to check that. That takes some extensive testing. But, so I felt that 6 months, I could get a better deal from Norwich. And, you know, I don't know if Rowe will play at Norwich, but if he can play 10 games, we'll get another 600 grand. You know, I thought it was a very, very good deal. It's not very often I do deals like that. But we shall see. Always going to be a bit of a longer continue now for the simple reason it's January. It's Happy New Year and all that shit. Just check my phone a minute. Okay, so I think there's no doubt, particularly with our game just getting postponed, and that was at home as well, we're going to have to spend some money in getting the training facilities. I think, don't quote me, I think, you know, like when you get to the Premier League, they redo your stadium to allow entry into the Premier League, so they make it an all-seater. They do that to get out of the Conference North or South into the Conference Premier League, and they do it again to get into the Football League. So essentially, when you're starting a game as someone like Kings Lynn, you've got to have it 3 times. So your money really has to, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Yes, I can get loads of money set up. I've never had it, if I'm truly honest. There's certain things in this game, after 25 years nearly, I've never had. One of which is, I've never been denied promotion because of the ground. It would be quite funny, to be honest with you, but I've never actually had it. But that can happen. And I would imagine the way that would happen is if you just then got the money to build the stadium how they want it. I can only imagine that would be how it works. The other thing I've never had, which I've only ever seen screenshots, you know, when you complain about a referee and they either agree or they disagree, and then once in a blue moon, this is not the first time we've had this about this referee, he's been relieved of his duties, and basically the referee gets sacked. It doesn't affect you in the game whatsoever. I think the referee table that you see is just a waste, personally. I don't think this is possible, but I would like to see, at the end of a game, you give the referee a rating. Each manager gives the referee a rating. So we gave him a 6, and my opponent gave him a 6. So his average, that referee's rating after one match is 6. Or, you know, or 6.5 or what have you. Because if you ever look at the table, you can see a referee table. And there's no logic behind it. There's no logic at all. You know, okay, these guys, ooh. See, I like this guy. He's worth 100. You know what? I like this guy. He's on 1,300 a week. I think, you know, I've got to be really willing to give him 750, haven't I? You know, this will be next season. Now, that's only going to be a 2-year deal, though, isn't it? That's only going to be a 2-year deal. So we are going to do that. It's a risky one. We'll see. Kamara. He's not brilliant, is he? I think, is he going to cost me? Hang on a minute. Let me just go back to Phillips. Kamara's going to cost me, isn't he? Yeah, fuck that. Fuck him. Okay. Is he going to cost me? I think he is, isn't he? Yep. Fuck him as well. Louis Watson, Crawley. Nah, we'll leave him. Dan No. He's one of my players. He can go. I can't stand that name. I have my reasons. Van Leer. I cannot stand the name. Not a bad DMC there. He's on 1,300. Again, you know what? I'll offer him the same contract I'm offering the other guy. I like that goalkeeper. I do like that goalkeeper. I don't think he's going to want to join, is he? I might actually have to offer him something like that. We'll see. Danny Perez. Yeah, he don't look that good. I mean, he don't actually look too bad, actually. It's Danny Perez. Don't think I'd have to offer him anything, will I? Nah, I'm not going to leave Danny Perez. That's my guy, isn't it? Yeah, he's just been a cunt, isn't he? Another one. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with him. Okay. So, I was showing you the referee table, weren't I? So, referee stats. It makes no sense. You know, I don't know if anyone ever even looks at this shit. I don't ever look at it. You know, you could look at a referee and think, oh look, I've got Trevor Bold. I mean, for example, right? Let's take my next game, right? My next game, who's it against? Does it have the referee? Don't tell me the referee. I thought it did. I thought Mega Dante's arrived in the house, Dante! I thought it told me who the next, who my referee was going to be. Okay, we'll wait till we get to that game. I thought it did. And then you can essentially look at the referee, and if he's lenient, then you could go hard tackling. I don't think the game is sophisticated enough for that, if I'm really honest. Okay, so Sydney have come in for him. We're not going to get him. Yeah, whatever. He can go to Peterborough Sports. Whatever. Okay. Hope you're well, Dante. Hope you're well. Did a video on the old King of the Dugout today. A summary, shall I say. Oh, they've brought him. Bastards. Okay. Now, the all-important 1st of January. The all-important. I think we've got a new goalie arriving as well, actually. We've got a lot of players, and you know what? It's like when you get to the end of a season, when you're playing an ongoing save, it's always a fun time, you know, the ins and outs and that sort of stuff. And it's even more with a little club. And it's funny, really, because the way I play CM is pretty much the way I despise Nottingham Forest in real life. You know, by 100 players. Okay. Okay, so what might be easier for me to do here is just do that. Just go through it really, really quickly. I'll be here all day looking at it all, won't I? And just hope that no deals have fallen through. Ready for training? Right, so one deal fell through. One deal fell through. Tom Dickens, and if I remember rightly, you've been good, boyo. I've been having cravings to play the 97-98 game. I don't know if I've got it in me to play 97-98. I don't know. You're going to plant the seed now, and I might have to have a look. But yeah, I've been really good, thanks, Dante. Hope you're all good, mate. Okay, so Tom Dickens, his deal's not gone through, so don't give a shit, because it looks like everybody else has gone through. And as you can see, we've got players that have arrived. They always arrive sometimes in no training when I've been moving training regimes about. Ryan Foster, Ryan Foster's arrived on a free transfer. I think I've got him on I've got him on a youth, so I'm actually gonna, keep him as is. Okay, so let's go and take a look now then at the players that have arrived. So, a player that arrived from Tamworth. I'm not quite sure why I got him. Do you know what, right? And I need to learn from this. I really need to learn from this. He don't look good enough personally. You know, I'm 30 years of age. I think I just want him for the rest of the season. Marcus, is it Dinanga from Bromley? I like him. That's a striker. That's the man. 35 grand. Really happy with him. Really happy. Do you think the mods could make that match engine faster if they had the time? I don't know. It's funny you say about faster, because a different guy just said, I play very fast. So would you want it much faster? I believe they could change, well, I know they can change the text of dialogue. the text dialogue, you can change that. And there are certain bits that are incorporated in this install, like penalties text dialogue, VAR. I like that. It's to reflect real life, you know. So yeah, is it Dinanga? I like him. I do like him. He's a good player. Tom Clare. I think I'd already got him coming on an exchange. So that's why I got 2 strikers. Had I have already got this guy, I wouldn't have gone for Tom Clare, but I couldn't pull out that deal. Oh, sorry, Dante, sorry. I can't remember how slow it is. I can't remember how slow the 97-98 is, to be honest with you. It's worth looking at the forums, though. Worth looking at the forums. George Maris. Now, he came on an exchange, and I knew he looked good, Maris. I think auto value 75 grand in the Conference North. You know he's going to be a good player. Same with Louis Reed. Louis Reed, look at that. Solid DMC. We've got some good money there as well. Tom McGlinch. Is it Tom McGlinchy? We didn't actually get loads of players, did we? We only got 6 players. Tom McGlinchey is an exchange. He's come from Tamworth as well. I can't remember it. I'd have to check. Tom McGlinchey isn't actually that great. Now, the players that have gone, as you can see, so many players have gone. And the big one, of course, is Aaron Rowe. So there we go. 600 grand after 10 appearances. He's gone for... we should be able to see this. We won't, actually. So we get 200 grand... No, sorry, 300 grand on the 1st of every month from part of that 1.8 deal. So we'll get 300 grand now. That will be added to the other stuff that we got in. So there we go. So players are 1.4 million, and we're going to get another 300 grand for the next 5 months because of the deal we had. Could even get 600 grand bonus if he makes 10 appearances. But most important now, that was what I needed to look at. That's what's important. We've been armed with some money. That was important. Let's just go back to that a minute. Let's go back to... I didn't buy Phillips at all. We already had Phillips, a twat. Okay, so let's go to here then. Okay, so I've got to be very, very careful here. I don't want to be, you know, tossing my money off. It's very easy to toss your money off. We all know that. In real life it is. I like that defender, but I'm not prepared to pay, you know, he's going to cost me 150 grand. I'm not prepared to pay that sort of money. Daniel Phillips, we've already put an offer in for him on a Bosman. Tyrese, is it Francis? Yeah, the offer's already gone for him. Charlie Brown, don't think we need Charlie. I'm going to take Charlie Brown off the shortlist. Yeah, these players here, they're not good enough. They're not good enough now anyway. But the question is now is, what do I need? What do I need? We've got no one else interested in us. So let's go to the player search and let's see. I do feel maybe a defender. Look at that. The highest value is that same guy. Just want to really pick a team here. I think Phillips is my on-form goalkeeper. So I think if we go on form, that's what we've got to do. I do feel we need a defender. I think there's absolutely no doubt about it. We need a defender. I think Sant is just a youngster. Not convinced about Sant. Rooney is decent. You can see who's decent, can't you? By double digits. You can see who's good and who's shit. You really can. Up top, I'm going to start with, although Velvik is still the youngster, isn't he? He's done really well. I'll take nothing away from Velvik. But I might even try and cash in on him because I expect this guy to do well for me. You know what? I am actually going to try and maybe cash in on Velvik, who's done really well for me. And I truly believe, I was hoping maybe more teams would be interested. We got him on a free, so Velvik could go. I think we need a forward. We definitely need a forward here. DMC, it's frustrating to choose from a pool of shit. yeah. When you've got a pool of shit players, it is difficult. I've now got to look at, I mean, Ethan Coleman was my record buy. We paid 100 grand for him. And we've just brought, of course, in Louis Reed. Now, this is tricky because, I feel that Louis Reed, let's have a look what they, the player compare says. It'd be interesting to see who they say is a better DMC. They say Coleman. That's interesting, isn't it? So I'll tell you what, with that in mind, let's leave Coleman as is. Now, in terms of Maris, Mandenville, I mean, Mandenville can play on the right. I mean, look how well Mandenville's done for me. 16 goals from where I've got him playing. I can't really move him from there, can I? There's no way I can move him. McClintock, he looks shit. He's fucking dog shit. He's proper dog shit, isn't he? And you'd feel, that's not an auto value, by the way. You'd feel he's a better winger, isn't he? Hawks isn't too bad. I feel maybe I'm going to go with Maris on the right. It's a tricky one. Hawks is a bit better. I'm looking for key attributes, of course. And I just feel right that McClintock, you know, he's had 12 games. He's done 10 assists in 11 starts, right? You know what I mean? So you would feel maybe we might get an interest. No one's interested in him. We'll see. We will see. Again, this guy, we paid what? 28 grand to Inverness. Let's see what we can get for him. You'd feel Stowe. He's on 240 a week. McGlinchey, is it McGlinchey? I don't know how good he's going to be, but he will make it onto the bench. It is very, very difficult. It is very, very difficult indeed. Start try and do some of this. Okay, I can see there's a message there. I'll have a look in a moment. And there we go. Okay, we're all good. I swear Boreham Wood have a great player in real life. Oh, dear. I'm going to have to check that now, ain't I? I'm going to have to fucking check that now. Boreham Wood. Right. Wow. Wow. What a fucking player. That is a great spot. Oh, they're the National League North. So they're a division above me, so he ain't going to be interested in me, is he? What a player. Never understand that. Feels pressured by the interest being shown in him. So if I take him off my shortlist, he's fine. So that almost tells me that I'm a big club. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, great. I am going to look around, though, for some more players. I think we're going to look for some central defenders first. And I feel the obvious three attributes, what we're going to go for here, are these. I doubt we're going to find anything. Yeah, let's have a look. You're not going to find players available that have done really well. I'd rather take a pot shot on someone like that. Now, again, my patched version of the install, I can identify squad statuses of players, which is a real big thing. Apparently, they turned down a bid of $1 million. Really? Fuck me. Shit. How did Boreham Wood do last season? Because I can't remember. I'm going to chuck in a bid for this guy because I believe we can get an offer like that accepted. I believe. I hope. I like him. How much is he worth? Cheltenham are looking at him. He's not needed. I do like him. 14 marking, 14 position. He's 31. He's going to be 32. I'm not convinced about that, so I'm only going to put in a 35,000 offer. Who knows? Who knows? Another defender there, 28 years of age. He's going to cost around 35 grand. They are strong defenders, to be honest with you. They're also better defenders than I've got, so we'll stick a 35 grand offer. And the 100 grand guy. Bravery. I mean, again, he's good. He's a good player, isn't he? He's a good player, and I'm going to whack a 50 grand offer in for this guy. I always got half of his value, and we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get for those four. Let's now check. I do feel that we should check goalkeepers. Don't necessarily need a goalkeeper, but you can, you know, it'd be silly not to check. It really would. Okay. I think we can see better. Certainly can see better than that. Yeah. 14. He's a little bit better. The jumping sticks out for me there as well. He wouldn't really cost us too much. Looks like he's 35. Fuck that. Okay. I like him. And he's going to cost us around 50 grand, I feel. It's going to cost us around 50 grand if he's not needed, which I don't think... well, not needed. Okay, we'll see. We shall see. Okay, let's now go for a forward. Now, the forward... don't necessarily need an out striker. Let me, yeah, okay, let's do that. Now I like Taylor Richards. Oh, he's going to cost us a bit, isn't he? He's going to cost us a bit. Look how well he's done for Crawley. He's not needed. I think you know what? I feel maybe we're going to have to put in an offer in here. He's available at free. I don't really want to wait till the end of the season on him. So 140 grand has gone in. Don't really want to use centre mids, truth be told. Let's have a look over here, see what we've got here. Now, I like that guy because I want someone as a forward. But again, he's going to cost us a bit, isn't he? Lolas, who did shit for Peterborough in real life. But he's going to cost us around 200 grand, isn't he? What do we think? I think we're going to have to pay about 250 for him. I'm not sure. Don't want to look at a DMC. Raheem Harper. Do you want to look at this? Oh, he's 32. He's 32. He could play a part for me this season, but do you know what? He's going to be 33, so fuck him. Okay. Again, another one that's getting a bit on. I like him. Okay. So that's that done. Let's now go to pace, dribbling and crossing. We're looking for a winger here, aren't we? We're looking for the winger. I don't want someone too old. Don't like his crossing. I like his other attributes. And again, it's another one at Crawley. I'm going to come back to him in a minute. 32 years of age. I do like him. No, he's no good. Yeah. They're not great, are they? I do feel that we... it's not great, are they? Okay, so let's just go 999 for these three attributes. See what we get. I do like him. I do like him. Crossing, passing, pace, off the ball, acceleration, finishing, dribbling's almost double digit. He's 22, injury prone 11's a bit of a worry. But the question is here is how much do you know what? We could get one of Bosman now. It'll cost us, won't he? So I'm going to make a bid of 250 for him. So that's a proper tricky one. It really is. And I'm going to make a bid for this Crawley guy as well. And we're going to put in an offer here for 140 grand. It's going to be a tricky one. It really is. I don't feel we need to do too much more. Plenty of offers have gone in. We're armed with some money. And I think that's the all-important thing is we're armed with £1.6 million, so to speak. Smith rejected 50 grand. I'm going to put a new bid in for him then because I believe we can get an offer accepted. I like him. 80 grand then. Let's go for 80 grand and see what we get. St Mirren negotiate over Mullen. 60 grand they want. I'm going to offer that exactly. 60 grand. They rejected it. 250. I thought that might happen. I'm not going to go no more than 300 grand. I don't really, 300 grand is just, it's a lot of money. Conference North to be paying. A reminder here, on this particular install, its inflation is 2 times 2.5. I am going to look at the loan list though, you never know. Now Cameron, I like Cameron. I just think, Now, you know what, right? Do I step it up from here? Or do I, I've got it capped at 600 quid. I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna offer you that because we should get promoted. 600 quid. 35 grand for Ragga. I think Ragga, you know what? Let's offer 50 grand. Maguire, who's this Maguire guy? 35 grand. We're gonna be bringing in some good defenders. And they'll definitely strengthen the squad as a whole. Now, oh man. I do need a forward. There's no doubt about that. Let's see if we can get it for 250. Excuse me. We shall see. We shall see. You know what? As I said, we love this time of the season or this time of the game where you do buys and sells, but it really puts you on the edge, don't it? Okay, we've got an offer from Swansea there. Now, I'm now optimistic, and this is a crucial way of playing as a little team. Is firstly, Swansea, let's have a look what money they've got. Yeah, they've got money. So let's see what's interesting. Ah, you fuckers. That's a real bitch. Because I was hoping at least a couple of players, what might be shit to them, optimistic that maybe we'll get something. So Portsmouth, nobody at Portsmouth either. Okay, so Swansea, I really want to get at least 200 grand for him. Oh, Portsmouth have got a player. Sorry. Do you know what? I'm going to actually stick him on the offer. Let's see if they come back with that 100 grand. Again, Jordan Along's done really well. He's done so well for me, but we've got to, we've got to do this. Wimbledon are in League One, and they've not got any money really. League One, look at that, they're in debt, proper debt. But let's have a look if we can try and entice anybody from it. I don't really want a centre mid. Don't really need a DMC, so I'm actually going to reject that. Going to reject that completely. Hemel Hempstead have bid 55 grand. They've got 190 grand. Hemel Hempstead. Anybody interested in me? They're not going to have anything interested in me, are they? So let's see. Is that keeper any better? He's definitely better in respect of my squad. He's definitely better than Foster. And probably better than Phillips. So that I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I might pull out the deal. Although that being said, I do like this guy. I feel that this goalkeeper is probably better than all of them. So, do you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Let's offer that. Now, what's this game? Oh, now big bucks here for a left winger, and he's going to come from Bournemouth. You know what? He is actually better than what he might look at first glance. I'm looking at key attributes there for where I want him. But the important thing is right now. This is the important thing. Is he going to take 600 quid a week? Well, let's see. Let's just see what he's on actually at the minute, that guy. Sadie. He's on a grand, so I don't know. Lawrence Maguire. Again, I do feel... No, not happening. We've got to stay real disciplined. We are going to be... Oh, come on. We are going to be increasing our wage bill anyway. Okay, we've got a game then coming up. Oh, Nathan. We are bringing in a lot of defenders, aren't we? I don't actually think that's necessarily a bad thing. Right. Mullen's agreed. So, he's going to arrive in time for the game. So, Ryan Mullen is going to sign for £60,000. And what that does now, it gives me an opportunity to cash in on one of these guys. I'm just going to put... I'm pretty certain it's Gregory, they say, is a better goalkeeper by a country mile, really. Yeah, Gregory's a better goalkeeper. And Mullen's coming. So let's see what they say against Gregory. Mullen's far. He's much better. So whilst Phillips has been doing very, very well, let's see if we can cash in on him. And you'd feel we could. You really would. I'm going to maybe look potentially at selling them both. Selling them both. That would be ideal. You know, Mullen's going to be the #1 goalkeeper. We might still bring in that other goalkeeper as well. So Mullen has arrived in the house. Cameron has agreed. We like Cameron. Yeah, we do like Cameron, definitely. It's costing us 35 grand. Maguire, I'm a little bit unsure about Maguire, truth be told. I just think Maguire looks a little bit weaker. So I'm going to... And he's 50 grand. He's a little bit more. Of course you are. Do you know what? That little prick. I'm not having that. Not fucking having that. Do that. And then we can... I'm going to release him. Yeah, well, he's released. Get fucked. Okay. Okay. Ah, here we go. So, 10 grand for Gregory. You know what? We've been offered 28 grand. We've been offered 28 grand. Northampton. Let's see if Northampton have got any money. They've not really got any money, have they? Who the fuck are Gornick Lexner? Have they got any money? Well, they've got money, so let's see what we can get. No one's interested in us. But do you know what? I can get 28 grand for Gregory, so I'm going to take that. I doubt Northampton have got anything. He could play a part for me if they're willing to. Do you know what? They might even do it. They may do it. One thing, I think we're not going to have terms, though. Terms are going to be difficult with him. He's on 2,300 a week. I don't feel... Or him, actually. No, injury prone. Fuck him. Fuck him. Okay, we'll do that and we'll see. Okay. Well, we've got a problem here, haven't we? This guy, I want this guy, Lolas. I do want him from Peterborough United. He won't have to move far. Cameron's arrived in the house. Right, okay. We pay out 300 smackaroonies. 300 smackaroonies, and we are all set now then for this next game. Let's just move all that like that. So we've got a defender. We've got Louis Reed, McGlinchky, Tom Clare, and a goalkeeper. Right, okay. So Walker. Stowe. McClintock. McClintock, you know what? I just expected there to be interest in him, but you know what? He's not out of it yet. He might... Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let's just check our defence a minute. So... Right, we've brought 3 new defenders, haven't we, completely? So I think maybe we give these guys a chance here. Rooney. So Cameron. Okay, I'm not convinced about this guy. Not convinced. We bought him ages ago. Oh, he's already listed anyway. So let me just list him at 10 grand. See if we can get an offer for him for 10 grand and see. But I feel maybe... Yeah, I'm not sure about him. Okay. So Cameron comes in. Okay, let's get straight to it then. It's Kings Lynn against Curzon Ashton. And Cameron scores 1-0. It's always nice to see a debut goal for a defender. It really is. It's 2-0. And that's what I wanted to see. I truly believe, right, we can get some good goals from Dinangra. Is it Dinanga? Dinanga gets a second, and we could get a good offer come the summer. Hawks, I want off. Hawks can come off, and I've made a mistake here, haven't I? I've made a proper mistake. Maris can play central, so that's fine. Kings Lynn 3, Curzon Ashton 0. I feel when you change players around, you've got to be really careful it don't disrupt it. But you know what? Absolutely delighted with that. And we ain't finished yet. We have not finished yet. We've got to... now we've gone past Saturday. Our other signings will go through. There we are. Sadie has arrived. Auto value, yeah, 600 quid a week. Smith, Nathan Smith. I like Smith. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, fuck it. Let's take him. We still got that 50 grand one, haven't we? So that's 80 grand, Nathan Smith. So we'll see. And we've obviously got a lot of offers in. Do really want to get the forward. Smith has arrived. That's what we like to see. Swansea, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Ragger. Okay. I'm going to withdraw from that. Fuck him. That's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. A 200 grand offer for Hayden Velvic. Oh. Ooh, right. Okay. Now. Okay, so let me just put him against Mullen. In answer to Mega Dante's question, is he as good as my goalkeeper? No, he's not. So I think it's obvious what we're going to do here, isn't it? We're going to take the 200 grand offer. I am going to lower the asking price back to 200 grand in case any more offers come in for him. We'll leave it at that. I gave up. Oh, he signed. Right, okay. So he's coming on a Bosman. Okay, very happy with that. He'll arrive at the end of the season. Oh, you bastard. Oh, now you know he's not interested in me. Now you know he's not interested in me when that's happening. Fucking little prick. Absolute wanker. And just to show that he's... What a cunt. Absolute dickhead. Okay. Is that the 50 grand? I'm quite pissed off about that. And why would... I need the AM... Thank you. Thank you. That's my daughter making me a nice cup of tea. Okay, Phillips has agreed. So Daniel Phillips, the Bosman. So we've got 2 Bosmans coming in, 2 DMCs, which are massive. They're absolutely massive because we've obviously got Coleman and Louis Reed. They're crucial. They're going to be crucial for the remainder of this season. Now Patterson's done well, but I think Sadie's got to come back in here. So, not back in, sorry. Sadie will come in. Patterson will go onto the bench, which is going to be important. I'm going to maybe offer Stowe out if an offer comes in. I don't want to be selling players. I don't want to be selling players unless I feel I can get a good offer for them. You know, unless they're like dog shit. Like, so Along and McClintock, they've both done really well for me. They both look shit. They've done well. I'm not going to sell them on the cheap. Unless there was another reason behind it. Okay. Okay, so, Mark Stowe. I mean, Stowe, what do we pay for him? 22 grand. I'm going to take this. 45 grand. That'll... No. No, fuck you. What am I talking about? Fuck him. Let's put him down to 100 grand. We've got Grimsby Town looking at him as well. Okay, so if we get in another attacking midfielder, I'll look to maybe replace Hawks. You know what? Yeah, we'll look to bring in... yeah, maybe. You never know. Oh, my God. It's a tricky one. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't even want to take the risk on this. I thought it might have been 6 months. So they've offered us 450 for Velvic, Fulham. We can't really deny him, can we? I'm going to see if... No one's in... I think, yeah, we've got to take that, haven't we? It's double what we're already being offered. So, I'm sorry, Swansea, but that's just the way it goes. Fulham lead the way. 160 grand for Along. We just spoke about him, and I feel, you know, yeah, I think we're going to have to take that as well. Unless Doncaster might be able to offer us something. Nah, we don't want a left back either. 160 grand, he can go. It's good money. Right, so Mark Stowe can go. Yeah, it was an easy, weren't it? It was easy, Dante. Had to take it. You know what? I thought about, you know when we do it where we test the water of maybe them coming back with a higher, but then they fuck off. So it's weren't worth the risk, really. I do want another left winger. This is the thing, you see. The money is going to be in my bank, and that's going to be crucial for the stadium. It really is going to be real, proper crucial. What did I offer for this guy? We'll go 170. Not going to go much more than 170. Gregory's agreed. Okay. He's going on the 1st of February. That's fine by me. Fine by me. I do need Lolas from Peterborough. I need him to take terms. We may have to offer him 750. Oh no, what am I talking about? Fuck, he's out, isn't he? Right, okay, we've got another offer then. Well, this is what we need. This is what we need. We are happy to take 160 from Doncaster, but Stevenage are now in. Ideally, I'd like a forward. Not a bad striker. He's not a bad striker. We don't really need a striker. But let's see what they can offer us. Let's see if they'll offer us that. Okay, Crew Alexander. No one's really interested. Let's see if they come back with 475. And Barnett, I doubt Barnett are going to come in. So we'll see what we can get. If we can get any more for... Here we go. This is our rescheduled game against Bedford. Don't feel we need to make any changes here, do we? Apart from what the ones that we've already made. Go on, I'll stick him on the bench for a minute. I sometimes try and increase my stadium if I'm lower division team for the long term. Yeah, I will do that, Dante. Now, the thing is, right, as I said earlier on, when you get promoted to the Conference Premier Division, right, they have to restructure your stadium anyway. And then again, when you go into the League 2. So, with them doing that, I'm not going to ask them for a stadium because I know they'll do it anyway. Do you know what I mean? I will ask them for training ground facilities though. But my only worry about that, right, is I might say I'd like training grounds and they may say, yeah, we'll do that. And then they do it and then it don't actually increase over here. Because it's not until you get to the proper fucking top flight where this really takes effect. We will see. And I think it will cost me a lot of money. Let me just go back to defence a minute. I'm going to put Maglinski in the resis now. Don't know why I did that. We'll put him into the resis. Valued at 10 grand. Let's just get rid of him. Nathan Smith. That was it. I knew we got somebody in. That was key. Do we give Nathan Smith... Sant? I'm not sure about Sant. We brought him as a youngster, but now maybe it's time to cash in on him so he can go. We're bringing in proper quality now. So Nathan Smith will go on the bench then. Here we go. It's Kings Lynn against Bedford. The rescheduled game, of course, and you know what? As I said, because of the weather, I think essentially it's undersoil heating you need, which prevents postponements. Half time, we are 1-up. Lico has got the only goal. Lico I could cash in on as well. If I can bring in a forward. We've got to go and look for a forward in a moment. We've got to look for a forward. 2-0. And it's Bradbury. Always good to see defenders score. Deninga has scored, or Dinanga, whatever it is. A nice result, a nice disciplined performance again from the runaway leaders. Look at that, 25 clear. We're looking really brutal. But what we need to go and do now, because of that wanker from Peterborough United, we need to go and look for a forward. Trying to think what it was now then, what I wanted. Creativity, dribbling and passing, I think it is. For a forward. We've got no forwards there. don't think he's good enough. I just feel right. I just feel we need to go up a level, don't we? We need to go proper upper level. In fact, no, fuck that. Let's go for Flair. That's the same guy. I want him to be a forward. This is a thing. I need him to be a forward. That's what I want. And we're not finding anything, are we? Let's have a check. Let's go one more then. His name keeps popping up, so maybe we'll put in a £55,000 offer. Or 65, shall I say. Yeah, no, I know. I was hoping to find, ideally, I was hoping to find an attacking midfielder / forward. Because the forwards, right, you know you get a forward that appears on your filtered midfielders or filtered forwards. And you get some that don't. But yeah, no, I knew. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Right, what? Oh, look at that. They're all fucking dog shit, aren't they? They're all proper dog shit. Yeah, they're all proper dog shit. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. We shall see. I had a feeling there won't be any different on that, but hey ho, what's that, Phillips? Leon Phillips. The shit goalkeeper. 20 grand. We got you on a free. Okay, so quite happy with my business in terms of the goalkeepers. Foster was a youngster. Hang on, what did we buy for Phillips? We got him on an exchange. Actually, do you know what? I'm a bit reluctant. No, maybe not. I think he just looks shit, don't he? He looks proper shit. I don't know. Let me just check something really, really quickly. Let's check that for a minute. You don't ever have goalkeepers, huh? Right. I am going to do something, actually. Don't know if they'll go with that. Really don't know if they'll go with that. We'll see. Nothing of interest. Chris Clark isn't actually a bad player. I quite like him. I think he's quite a good... Oh, injury prone 16. Don't buy for the sake... Yeah, no. Oh, no, I totally agree. And I've fallen victim to that a few times where I've done exactly what you just said there. I do want a forward. Now, I look at this player, right, and I think to myself, why didn't I come across this player before? So we're going to put in an offer in for 60 grand here. He holds that forward. I would like a right winger, I was going to say. What do you think of him? He's crossing 9. It's not quite there, is it? Pace and acceleration, though. The dribble, I do like him. And he's a natural right winger. So we're not going to pay silly money here. You know, it really is a case of being really careful. Now, I like him. As a forward. You know, Oh, no. I want to make an offer to get him now. Okay, so it's funny how you spot players on the loan list, and you don't. Oh, they've accepted that for the goalkeeper. I'll take him on loan. I just feel maybe a third goalkeeper on loan could make a lot of difference. He's not needed. I do like him. I've had him in a couple of other saves. But I want him now. Now, I'm going to offer you 45 grand. Now, if you don't accept that, then I'm just going to offer him on a Bosman. And fuck you then, Crawley. That's all I'll say is fuck you. Right, Charlie Riley. Now, I like Charlie Riley. I like him. He's got some good attributes. He's on $750 a week. I don't know if he's going to take 600 quid a week. He might actually. Burton wants 60 grand for the right winger. I like the right winger. Let's just check. Got to be careful of that. Let's offer 5 grand. Every little bit helps where we lower the amount of money that we're offering. I still want the attacking midfielder that we've got an offer in for. Right, what we got going on over here? So they've offered us 150 and a striker. Now, of course, there is a little trick here that if I offer Malcolm, and this isn't necessarily a trick, because I'm going to offer Malcolm a contract. Now, if he don't take it, he gets pulled out the deal, and the value of him, which is 325, gets added to the transfer, which essentially is going to be more than what I want for the more. But they may pull out the deal. So we've got a 150 offer in here. And I don't want to pull out the Doncaster deal yet. I really don't. So we'll accept it, and we'll potentially bring in another striker. List. I'm going to leave. Was that a loan list? No, I'll just leave him as is. Right, okay, there we go. No, not giving you that at all. It's 600 a week or nothing. Riley's agreed. Riley's agreed. What a player. What a fucking player. Really pleased with him. Ah! And there you see. So Riley clearly didn't take terms. And I thought he would though. So he's out of terms. So as you can see, what's happened there is has rejected a possible move. So he rejected the move to me. So now, but I've got to check now then that Stevenage have got that sort of money, which they have. Well, they've got more money than I anticipated. So the deal's 475 now. So now I am going to pull out the Doncaster deal. So it paid off. It really has paid off, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen. Riley's agreed. I really like Riley. Maguire. I'm going to take Maguire. Who's Piera? What was he again? A left winger, yeah? Okay. I'm not offering you no more than 600. He ain't going to take it. I don't think he's going to take it, though. Is this the right winger? It is the right winger. So, again, yeah, we'll take that. You don't want stupid money. Phillips. All right, okay, Leon Phillips goes. Aye, there you go. There's our forward. Now then, let me just check something. How old is he? Because he must be getting on. Right, so we brought our forward in now. I'm now looking to cash in on Lico. Because I believe, yeah, do you know what? We've got some good interest there. We can cash in on Jonathan Lico. He's done so well. This is why we like January, don't we? Oh, Liam McClin. Right, okay, he's a guy in the resis, isn't he? Yeah, he can go. Whatever. Maguire has arrived. Another centre-half. Is it Adeyemo? Is it Adeyemo? Okay, very happy with that. And we've got that goalie on loan. Okay, the goalie's arrived on loan, which is it's just going to be a backup, isn't he? It's just going to be a backup. I didn't want to buy a goalkeeper, so very happy with that. Something I'm going to do very, very quickly, though. Just look at all the players. Yes. Might even... No, fuck that. Just going to look at expiring. That's another DMC. Nah, nothing. Okay. Oh, it's the FA Trophy. Okay. So our defenders then. Our defenders continue. I'm not sure about this guy. And I'm not going to sell him because I've only just bought him. And as I said, I've got to stand by my decisions. I think he's my weakest. He can go after January. Rooney does. I mean, that being said, I could essentially, forget this guy, we've got 7 strong defenders now. I could cash in on Rooney. And he hasn't done well for me, Rooney. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we get from Rooney. Riley, okay. Let's do that for you. Lico. There we go. Coleman. I'm going to take Coleman out for this game. Louis Reed comes in. Not an easy game, that's for sure. It's Kings Lynn against Halifax Town in the FA Trophy 4th round. We lead 1-0. Yeah, I'm going to stand by my rule about no player can leave in the same window. So it makes me have to think a little bit more about who I'm buying. I don't want to be shafted with a player. Patterson is on. I'm actually going to bring McClintock in now. Okay. Kings Lynn 2, Halifax Town 0. I do feel I've got to check one. I do need an AMC. I want another AMC. I saw the word rebound there. We've had a disallowed goal, and when you see the word rebound, it's normally, you know, it goes in, don't it? But nevertheless, higher opposition, and we've absolutely torn them a new arsehole. We really have. Final score: Kings Lynn 2, Halifax 0. Tom Bradbury, not good enough. Josh Hawks, not fucking good enough. Not happy with that. I don't want to cut off my nose to spite my face by trying to cash in on too many players. You know, I've still got to play the second half of the season. We are through then to the 5th round. Yeah, you're damn right you're pleased. But I need to go back to... oh, it's gone. He's gone. Fucking cunt. Forget who it was now then. There was an attacking midfielder, weren't there? Was it creativity, pace and dribbling? I forget who it was. I think we looked at him, didn't we? I think we looked at him. Raheem Harper. Do you know what? I'm going to chuck a £100,000 offering for him. Sam Austin. Sam Austin's not that bad. And he covers the left. Now, ideally, I would actually take them both if I could get them both. Let's just keep an eye on our money. Got to keep an eye on the money there. We've got to keep an eye on the money. But we have got deals coming in, haven't we? Okay, that's the right winger. He's coming in for 55 grand. Yes, go on, off you go for 10 grand. It's what we need. It's exactly what we need. I plan to stream until the end of January. I was going to stream, I was going to finish earlier, but got a bit carried away. Now that's interesting here. So, Huddersfield have come in now then for Velvik. Now we've got to make sure we don't keep stalling this and the window closes. But who knows, that might happen. Let's just check that they've got money. They have got money. Stockport coming for Sant. Now we wanted that, didn't we? Where are Stockport? League One. Plenty of money. Let's see if there's anybody interested in a soda. No, it's 37. Fuck that. Yeah, we don't need that. So, we'll just take the 40 grand for Sant. Rooney, the offer's in for Rooney. Now that's interesting because I want to try and cash in on Rooney, but I want 150 grand for Rooney. Make no mistake here, you're not fucking fleecing me. I want 150 grand for Rooney off either of you. I'm not even going to check your money just yet. That was the guy, Taylor Richards, and it don't look like he's interested in me anymore. Ah, you cunt. He was not needed, weren't he? That's the guy I wanted, Taylor Richards. Okay, Southend want 120 for Sam Austin. We're going to put this up to 110. We've brought Adam for 50 grand. I like him. We sell that guy for 10 grand. Okay, the 5th round draw. We go to Bedford in an all non-National League North clash. We'll be red hot favourites there. Okay. Stephen Ijabine, a lot right. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, this is all loans. We don't give a shit about that. But we've got 475,000 smackaroonies coming in. And a reminder, of course, from Rose move to Norwich, we're going to get another 300 grand on the 1st of February. Now, that's going to be massive. We'll have to keep an eye and see if he's getting games. Sant. Okay, so Coventry. They're going to have money, aren't they? So Sant, we've got a 40 grand offer for Sant. Well, do you know what? Fuck you is what I say. Blackpool, can you offer us... Right, so none of you are offering me anything here for Sant. So we're going to ask for 240. Ooh, now then. I truly believe we could get more for him. I really do feel we can get more for this guy. I'm not prepared. I believe we can get 240. In fact, I'm saying that I'm not budging. Lico's not going out on the cheap. Harper, they rejected the deal for Harper. I'm going to put another offer in for him though. Not needed. I'd like to try and get both of those attacking midfielders, and particularly now. Fuck's sake. I've got until 3:30 anyway, so hopefully... there you go. That's what I need. That's exactly what we needed. A 240 offer has come in then for Lico. I'm not going to take any risks on seeing what Swindon have got, but I will look. He might even agree, but... Right, we'll take 240. And now, let's see if we can get the 500,000 mark. You never know. Okay. Sean Rooney. Now, we've got to go and check York, haven't we? Check their money. Yeah, Rooney can go. We got him on an exchange, and Rooney's had 14 games. He's had plenty of game time for me, Rooney. So, right, okay. That'll do. Okay, right, Velvic will leave. It looks like, was it Huddersfield that came in, weren't it? It didn't even... Right, so he's going for 450. Very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. And our money, you know, I know it was starting to dip a little bit, but we've done some great wheeling and dealing here. Dom Piera. Well, that's taken a bit of a fucking while, hasn't it? I'm unsure about that deal now. I'm really unsure about this deal. Do you know what? I made a mistake, haven't I? I've been playing Maris on the right, and I thought he was left. I thought he was right. He's not. I need to take him out. Not really sure I desperately need a left winger. Not now anyway. So I'm just going to delay that. Not yet. And what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on our money. Once our wheeling and dealing is over. Oh, this looks promising. This looks promising, don't it? Yeah, we like that. Now, Blackpool, they've both come in. Blackpool are going to have less money. So we're going to accept that from Blackpool. And then we're going to tell we're going to tell Coventry to fuck themselves. And then hope that Coventry come back in. And then we can negotiate them more. Price war it is. Price war indeed. Okay. Rooney's agreed. 150. That's fine. Gary, how you doing? How you doing, Gary? Good to see you. It's the update, Gary. It's the update. I'm still streaming for about another 20 minutes or so, Gary. Fuck me, is that the time? Shit, man. It's going to be 2 hours and... Okay, so... I wasn't going to get him on loan, was I? So Rooney's gone. Gives us a little bit more money. Sant is going to go to Blackpool then. 240. That'll do. The money is back up and running. Now, what's this? This is the attacking midfielder. Yeah, the Sam Austin. We offered 110, didn't we? So let's see what we can get now then. Now, do you know what? I was a bit sceptical about a wage, but that's fine by me. And Lico will go to Swindon for 240. We're back on track then with money. Because I know, Dante, you probably saying, yeah, your money's dipping, your money's dipping. You know, have to be so careful. Let's check the money then. Let's check our money. Look at that, look at that. We're looking good, aren't we? We're looking very, very good indeed. Our next game, there's a trip to Oxford City. Louis Reed, I'm going to bring Coleman back in. So Mandeville is available. Maris is on 733. Mandeville's got to start. Okay. Now, again, you know, when I say about trying to cash in on players, the last player I think I need to cash in on, really, who I might, whilst the window's still open, is going to be this guy. Hawks, Josh Hawks. He's a left winger, particularly if we can get in those attacking midfield centres. And this is the other one I wanted. Raheem Harper. Actually, I'll tell you what I am using. Oh, you fuck. Well, this guy ain't going to take terms because I'm not offering him 750. I'm not offering him 750 at all. He'll get 600. I'm using a spin-off from the middleman control. I've altered it around a little bit. And it served me well, but you know, this is a different kettle of fish to playing in the Premier League, as you know. This is the update as well, which, as you know, is a little bit unpredictable. But you know what? All I ever do is testing on this, so you all know that. Right, okay, Barnsley. Now, with it being Barnsley, they'll have money, won't they? Well, no, they haven't really, have they? Yeah, it's like that aeroplane. Let's see if Barnsley have got anything that's interesting. We don't need a goalkeeper, do we? And we don't. Right, okay, so... Do you know what? Let's see if we can get 150 from Barnsley. Fuck you. Fuck you in that Dutch motherfucking paedophile. Okay, so let's get straight to it. What a guy. What a guy. I checked something, right? I checked, I'm a bit of a snoop, but I know it's interesting. I checked on the forums to see when he was last online, and it does tell you. So he is lingering. He is lingering about. He's proper lingering about. I'll be honest with you, right, Gary, I spent ages, you know when, I know you do the same thing, you spend ages on a tactic, and you do extensive testing on it, and it's very difficult to get a proper response of it when you're holidaying. So I think for me, right, it's all about the guy that I've got in the number 10 role. The guy that's playing as a number 10, he is a free role. Oh, can you imagine it? Firstly, you got to get through the pictures of fucking kebab. You got to get through the videos that he saved of his neighbours fucking. Oh, man. Oh, I'm feeling brutal. I'm feeling fucking brutal. Okay, final score, Oxford City 1, Kings Lynn 4. Very, very happy with that. Very happy indeed. Tom Bradbury, do you know what? He's had ample chances, Bradbury. That's 2 games now, back-to-back with 6s. And with our defence that we've brought in, we're going to change things around. And no doubt about that. We are going to change things around. I've just thought of a player that I wanted to check. Maris got me an 8, which was important. Sadie, is it Sadie or is it Sadie? Sadie, Dominic Sadie. He must have a second nationality, surely, with a name like that. It weren't him, actually. It was the... who was it? Oh, is it? Adam. Oh, wow. Good. Hold on. Did he video his neighbours in the act? No, if you remember, Gary, I don't even know which conversation. It was one of the Discord chats that we had. He openly said he put a glass to the... He put a glass to the wall because quite often he heard noises, and it turned out when he had a glass, he heard his neighbours having sex. But the fact that he went back to that, right? So I would imagine, in answer to your question, yes, he will have videos of it alongside all the clogs and all the windmills and all the pornography. Oh man, who's this? Oh, Dante. Well, I'm going to let Gary... no, do you know what? I'll do it. So, how do I describe... Gary, how would I describe the great Jeffrey, or a.k.a. Ray? If he's watching this, he's going to fucking hate me, but it's all good fun. It's like a podcast. So, Jeffrey was this Dutch guy. So, don't get confused with Mark Rutgers here, because Mark Rutgers came on the scene after Jeffrey fucked off. Right? Yeah, I remember throwing... I love it, a bold King Kong. Mark Rutgers from King of the Dugout came along shortly after Jeffrey had done a disappearing act. And me and Mark Whittaker had seriously said, that is definitely Jeffrey. And Mark, we actually outed him and said, and he goes, no, I can assure you it's not me. And I don't think it is now, but, you know. Right, so Sam Austin Austin, 110 grand. I think he'll do a job for me. Marcus, exactly though. He's a proper fucking regen. And that name dawned on me. Do you remember Jeffrey had a boyfriend? He had a friend. Roberto, weren't it? It was a guy called Roberto. The other day, right, I was in the hairdressers and all of a sudden this fucking name came to me. Roberto. Right, Harper snubs. Right, we knew he weren't going to take it, didn't we? We knew he weren't going to. No, absolutely not. I'm going to offer you a second round at the same terms. Sorry, I've got to read what you guys are saying there. Ray was a commissioner to take. Oh God, Roberto Costa. Of course it was. Of course it was. I couldn't remember the surname. Sorry, a little bit sort of the tactic, please. So Dante, Gary had got a tactic, and he altered. Basically, you know how we all look at each other's tactics and we all change it. You know, I'll give you a story about that in a minute, Gary. We all change tactics. We do our own. I know Gary's done it with mine. I've done it with Gary's. Blah 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 blah. And Gary had altered a tactic, and Jeffrey went fucking spastic. He called him a thief. He goes, "You're out of order." You know, genuinely, naturally, you're out of order. That was my tactic, because I think Gary didn't mention him or something like that. And it was fucking hilarious. And that was the start of the downward spiral. It was fucking... Now, with regards, Gary, how we played at CM, my very last game... Well, fuck you, Harper. This is the last time, Harper. This is the last one I'm going to do. But the only difference I'm going to make here, Harper, is I'm going to give you a release clause, and I'm actually going to give you £4,000. After that, the deal's dead. I played a game. Hang on, my tea's getting cold. Hang on. I played a network game with him. The very last game I ever played with him, right, it crashed conveniently after the first week, that where he lost and I won, and I vowed I'd never play with him again. It could have been natural, could have been genuine, but there was something not right. But what had happened, right, what had happened before that, right, is I was showing my brother online CM and how it's the next level, and he'd somehow got talking to Jeffrey and got sort of like groomed, and we were playing a game, me, Baz, and Jeffrey. And Jeffrey was playing Baz in a game, and Jeffrey was Leeds. We'll call him Ray. He was Leeds, and Baz beat him 1-0. Ray had Michael Dewberry in goal, and he said it was a mistake. Baz rang me, he goes, "What the fuck? He's done that on purpose." I went, "More than likely, yeah, but he's a bit of a paedophile, so..." And it's like Baz goes, "Why?" I went, "Because he's a twat." He goes, and I says, "I told you he was a dickhead, but you wouldn't listen, would you, Baz? But now you've seen." I took his tactic and added a few bits and destroyed him in a game. Yeah, exactly what Gary says. I think we had a few online games going, and Gary beat him, like, convincingly. And getting beat is one thing, but he was like, "You wouldn't have done that if it weren't for me. You're out of order. You're out of order." I quote, "You're out of order." What the fuck? He used to sell me players in our low because... I love it. I'm out this deal. No, fuck that. I'm out that deal. The kebab eating. There's a story behind that, Gary. Remember that one? Ugh. Let me just check my phone a minute. Right. Gary, how long are you going to be about for? Because the boss has just said, why don't you play till 4? Are you guys about till 4? You know, I won't if it's not, if you guys have got plans and blah, 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 then I won't bother. Let me know your views on that in a minute, guys. Shit, let me just save this. I don't think I've got auto save on. Fuck. He refused petty as fuck. You know how we play, Mikey. Always sell it. Yeah, do you know what, right? Right, okay, I'll go till 4 o'clock then. 4 o'clock. Yeah, very, very petty. But the thing is, right, like, I'll give an example here. On my 3-man game with Pep and Ian, right, I will sell them players. Now, it's a slightly different level, but if I'm selling a player that I think is gonna improve their squad, I get players on make weight, even if it's players that are prosperous. You know, I get something to even it out. Ross Horn, how you doing? How you doing, Ross Horn? Welcome to Bash the King. This is a new game I started as King's Lynn. I'm hoping Trunky might come onto this because he's not far from King's Lynn, I don't think. Okay, so I feel we're gonna make one key change here, and it's gonna be in defence because Bradbury's getting on my tits. We're gonna bring in Nathan Smith for this game. Maguire will go onto the bench. A slight, hang on, let me just move that. A slight premium on the fee can be expected though. Excuse me. Yeah, obviously. But the problem about my three-man game, right, Gary, is money's not an option, not an issue to any of us. So for me, if I'm selling to Pep, right, and you know, I do a lot of deals with the guys, but with Pep don't really play the game the way I do. I'll get like X amount of money and 2 youngsters. Now, I'll make sure that these youngsters are not shit. I'll think to myself, right, I'll say, right, there's 4 players there. I want 2 of them. 2 of them players, and we got a deal. You know, but you don't get to a stage where, you go, I ain't selling you it. You know, guys, if you play a free roll, right, actually, with that in mind, that's a brilliant question there, Dante, and I'll tell you why. Because I looked into that recently, and I'm intrigued to know what Gary says to this, because I looked into it, and I'm playing a free roll. And I wrote it down, so give me a second, right? So, decisions, creativity, off the ball, teamwork as primary 4. Flair, passing, technique and anticipation. So essentially 8 for somebody that's going to, as a free roll. So it's very difficult at this sort of level, you know, because as I said, that is a key role for me here. That is a proper key role for me. That's what I wanted the forward to be, quite specific. Okay, straight into our next league game. And we are off and running. Right, where we go? It's really bizarre, isn't it? How it's never worked for you, and yet it's worked quite well for me. But the one thing I don't like, right? The one thing I don't like is on the update, because a lot of teams play inverted wingers. Well, maybe not the lower leagues. They have, some of them default formations, they have both wingers that are inverted forwards on free roll. And I struggle to accept, right? I don't know whether it's just me. I struggle to accept more than one player being a free roll. Free roll being roam around. So you're telling me, right, you've got 2 players roaming around. That's still difficult to find in a player. No, you're absolutely right, Dante. It's very difficult. See, it's really hard at this level. It's only at the world class side of things. So I suppose I just lower my expectations a little bit on attributes. I'll use AMC as a playmaker, though. You don't set that, Mike, do you? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I'm not at the minute because... Oh, shit, I've made a mistake, though. I don't... you know what? You know, like... shit, I made a mistake. I've had Mandeville. Mandeville has been... Fuck's sake. On the left. Oh, and he's done so well, but I'm going to leave him where he is. We'll keep an eye on him. So yeah, I'd go through phases, because if you do a coach report on players, right, they'll often say he's an ideal playmaker. They'll be specific. Now, if they're if they're stating that, then it's a good concept. The only way you find out is through the editor. No, not necessarily, Dante. Not necessarily. If somebody is a playmaker, because I don't like to do that. But you can memorise it, obviously. Now, let's take, for example, right? I tend to find playmakers are players with a higher creativity. Why are you fucking unhappy? Oh, you cunt. Right, so Bradbury's going to come back in. Have a look at the amount of passes a player has set as PM and how many not... Sorry, have a look at the amount of passes a player has set as PM and how many are not set. Sorry, Oh, playmaker. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Right. So with what you just said there, Dante, let me just go to someone. I'm going to go to an obvious player here, Mandeville. I think it's going to be. I want someone that's just attacking midfield centre, really. Okay, let's do Mandeville. So you can do a coach report. We'll do Mandeville and we'll do Maris as well. And for fuck's sake, not playmaker, free rolls. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. You're right. Oh, fuck you then. No, you're right in that sense. And I don't like that. I think it's a bit shit. You almost want one of the hidden attributes to be replaced somewhere. You know, because I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, it's, I suppose, you know, you could identify the attributes. Best player as playmaker and basically getting the ball. I also dabbled using my target man as a playmaker. I've looked at that as well. That's really interesting. Oh, no, sorry, tell a lie. Apologies, Gary. It was free roll. I dabbled with using my striker as a free roll. I think I read it somewhere. It didn't really come to any luck at all. Okay, so Hawks is going 150 grand. Just go to my resis a minute. Make sure everyone, yeah, the resis are all good. And I just need to go to my. Cool, we've got a lot of players back. I'm going to show you something now. Gary, you might go fucking spastic at what I'm about to show you. Dante, you might have already seen it. I'm going to show you something I've opted to do on my training. Are you ready? It's none of this. This ain't what it is. Ready? That. I've opted to do that. I've opted to do it. I've taken a different approach. A slightly different approach. I feel Yaya Toure is best for skills. So I've decided to keep it. Now, most times, I just don't touch this. And to test this sort of thing, you've got to pretty much have a live game, ain't you, in order to see it. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. You know what? It is what it is. Worst case is I can just reset them all. So, let me know your views on that one, guys. I'm intrigued. I've also got my own training drills over here. I've altered these a little bit. I say altered them. I just include them to be more... media. I had a few more mediums on here. I don't want them just learning tactics and light for fitness, light for shooting. Light for shooting, fair enough, but medium on skills and fitness, and so on and so on. So I knew you'd have an opinion on it, but you've got to remember though, Gary, right? I would imagine you've never tried that, and neither have I. So you and I don't know what's going to be the result of it. Now, it's going to be difficult to really test it on this sort of game because there's always players coming in and out. But if you tried that maybe on as a top flight game, it'd be interesting to see if players develop in the same sort of way that they do normally. You know, it'd be very interesting. I'm always intrigued if anyone's had a look at stuff like that or tested anything, because anybody else think instantly bash the bishop. Actually, Gary, right? Yesterday, or today's, yesterday when I was thinking, right, I was playing the Kings Lynn game because I got back from holiday on Saturday, and I thought, what shall I call it? And I thought, right, what I'm going to call, I thought about calling it King something. Then I thought, Bash the King. And I thought, if I'm going to do that, I've got to stay at Kings Lynn. I can't come away. I have to keep this as Kings Lynn. And I just thought, I've done my own individual training schedules, but I'm very interested in what you've done with the coaches. I swear you're not meant to put too many schedules on coaches. I might have to look at the update later. So Dante, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one because I don't know how it's going to result. I might have a look at the update later. This is the latest update, as you know, Gary, the May 26th update with the latest, very latest Dav Patcher. That guy is fucking relentless. He really is amazing, that guy. Okay, so I think we're going to go straight into the next game. Do want to keep an eye on my defenders. Nathan Smith did very well. That's all good, all good. McClintock, I mean... Adam's on 2 games. Sadie's on 4 games. I might get you to set that up for me. Yeah, I'll just send my own one over, Gary. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, mate. Gary, what Windows are you on? I was chatting to somebody a couple of days ago. I forget who it is. Someone on my WhatsApp, and he was telling me he's had a lot of problems since Windows 11 trying to play network game. Windows 11 have done an update, and all of a sudden he can't do network gaming no matter what. He's trying, or he can't do it in window mode or some shit like that. I don't know. Okay, we're looking good. Now this guy, I'm really optimistic about this guy. I'm so optimistic about him being a real key player. I knew, right, when I saw him, I thought to myself, don't care that he ain't been starting, don't care he's on 689. You just know, don't you? You can think, right, he's going to do fucking well for me. Kidderminster Harriers, of course, one of only 3 teams that have taken points off us this season. Okay. It's Kidderminster 0, Kings Lynn 2. Now, I forget who was that asked me earlier on in the stream. They said I play quite fast. Because of my speed of the game, I could change it on Nick's Patcher, but I find I quite like this speed. Final score, Kidderminster 0, Kings Lynn 4. Kyle Cameron, not good enough. Look at that, nice, solid performance indeed. I dominated the man of the match. It's a brand new laptop, mate. I can't play mine in window, mate. I've got my old laptop still. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I'll get you. So I just wondered. But yeah, you know, I've said earlier on, right, for years and years and years of this game, we've all been saying it, but people have often said, can you change the Champions League format? Can you change it, you know? And the answer's always been, no, not possible. No, it's hard-coded. But now, right, and I'll give you an example. Whilst we're in January, now it's just, it's amazing to see. It's proper amazing to see. And there you see, you know, I was a good boy and my wife got me in for my... I love it. You see, I was a good boy and I got a new microphone because I broke my last one. My chair, I need a new chair. It might be possible, Dante, if Nick's Patcher could alter the EXE. I don't know though. So yeah, I love this this concept. I'll be honest, when the new formats came in real life, the Champions League, I hated it. I hated change really, but now I can do the idea of an extended Champions League like this and the other competitions is just to prevent a breakaway Super League. It's just to maintain an interest sort of within. It's yeah, so it's all good. Okay, transfer deadline in a week's time. Let me just check. Have we got any other deals? So Sam Austin has arrived. Yeah, have we got? What's our money like? So 2.5 million in the bank. Oh look, he's interested in us again. He's fucking interested in us again. This little bastard. Do you know what? We've got a week to go. So I'm going to offer 300 grand. Right? And I'm only offering him I might offer him 750. I ain't decided yet. Don't even know why he's on my short. Let's just get rid of him. Is the free? Yes. Yeah. All 3 competitions, all 3 European competitions are exactly like it. And also, oh, that's already up to the knockout stages. Why is that? Why is that the knockout stages? Is that real life? So is that real life then? Does the Conference League, do they only have 6 games in the Conference League? Maybe true. So, and obviously what else he's implemented is if you win the Conference League, you qualify for the Europa League the following season. If you win the Europa League, you qualify for the Champions League the following season. Do you know what I mean? So essentially, someone could win the Champions League, somebody could win the Europa League, neither of those 2 teams from England finish in the top 4, and then you get 6 teams in the Champions League. It is possible. The only thing that's not done... Yeah, oh, absolutely, Gary. I can't fucking echo that statement enough about Dav is a fucking genius. And this is only England and European. He's done so much more with selected leagues, you know, like the lower leagues of Argentina, lower leagues of Finland, and that sort of stuff. You know, I mean, obviously I've not got them selected, but there's other lower leagues. I mean, not the Saudi League. I did, as you know, I had it, and I did the Saudi League, and I don't think it's all as cracked up to be honest with you. I've never even bothered with Egypt, but there's some leagues, you know, that you think, fuck me, man, these are crazy. These are absolutely crazy. There is one thing that's not on this restructure patch. You never know, do you? You never know. There's one thing he's not got on this patch. He's told me that it's on his next patch, which won't be till October, in line with the next update. And that is a restructure for the Euros, because I believe the World Cup is all set up as it was this year. You know, like the World Cup, when I get to June, the World Cup will be exactly in groups as it was in real life. But the Euros in 2028, the restructure isn't done on that. Get Dav to sort out the old games. Oh, mate. You know what? I'll tell you another thing Dav did for me, right? No. He might take it. He might take this. Have you had it, right, where you get a player... So a team bid for your player, right? So Tom Clare, they bid for him and you don't want to sell him, so you reject it. You reject it. You reject it. He gets unhappy that he wants to move, right? You put his value, right? You put his value at £100 million, okay? No one will come in for him, will they? I know they still can. He will not get unhappy, thinks his transfer is unrealistic. Dav sent me a patch to stop people getting unhappy. It's not foolproof yet, though. I'm still testing it. And we'll test it with Tom Clark. We'll see. We'll leave Tom Clark with that auto value. We'll leave Tom Clark with 100 million, see if he gets unhappy. I think Dav says he believes it doesn't display that he's unhappy, but in the game he is. Because it bugs me. It fucking bugs me. Get Dav to sort out the gold games. Get Dav a brass for his work. Yeah, get him a fucking statue, proper. And then you have the... Yeah, oh, mate. Don't even... Oh, don't... I'll tell you, Gary. Oh, fuck me, right? There's a guy... he tunes into a lot of the YouTube stuff here. I forget his name. Was it Leighton or somebody else? Nice enough guy. But he told me that he bought a laptop off that fucking wanker. And the worst part of it is, right, he told me that something went wrong and he paid the guy money to get it fixed. I was like, what are you fucking doing? I'll do it for fucking free. It really fucking annoys me. Is it Mark Robson? Is that his name? Mark Robson? Fucking absolute disgusting. Absolute fucking disgusting. They do my nutting. Stupid wankers. And then you get all these fucking arse lickers who were saying, oh, you're just bitter because you didn't think of it, and he's making a pretty penny. He's a fucking fraud. I hope the cunt catches COVID and dies. Okay, why? But exactly. I said that to him. Do you know what? I think I'd be happy, Gary, if he sorts out the old game. You know what, right? Oh, he's fucking agreed. He's fucking agreed. Yeah, I think the worst part is when he came onto one of the streams and he said to me, you're not going to be happy with me. And I'm like, why? And he goes, oh, I had a crash on my thing, so I paid so-and-so to fix it. I went, why? I says, oh, whatever. You know what? It frustrates the hell out of me. It really does. I might do a video specifically on that, you know. I might do that. Do you know what? Yeah, I think I will. I think I should. Maybe even title it, don't buy laptops. Yeah. The amount of times you've sorted mine out, you're my... There's no need... Absolutely. I mean... I don't get it, right? I don't get why somebody would say, you know, if you're looking to buy CN, surely you've Googled it around first. You've been to a forum. You know, you've looked at fucking YouTube videos before. I don't... Oh, man. Yeah, and everything else, HR for all the other stuff. Oh man. I don't know if he dabbles with 97, 98. I'll tell you what, Dante, remind me later on, and I'll have a look. Because it might be possible, but it might speed up the whole game, as opposed to just... You're talking about just the matches, aren't you? So, that'll be interesting to see. Let me see what the time is, guys. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, so a very busy January, a very, very busy January. We brought in Lola, so we've ended up getting 3 forwards. And he's taken 600 quid a week, which is fucking hilarious. It is really hilarious. He can go to the resis now. We don't want that guy. Okay. Do you know what? We don't need McDonald now, do we? When did we buy McDonald? So I've got a rule, Gary. Should ask if he will dabble with you. Yeah, you never know. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Let me just work out when I bought this guy. Right, so Gary, I've got myself I've given myself a new rule. Right, and this is just my own self-imposed rule. And it is, I cannot sell a player on the crashes. Which crashes? Which crashes, Dante? I'm not allowed to sell a player in the same window that I bought him. So it's my own. So essentially, anybody that I've bought in January, not one of these players I can sell during January, during this window. And I've bollocksed up a little bit because for some reason I bought this guy on an exchange. I think he was one of the first players that I got pre-arranged, so I couldn't pull it. Gary, I was telling Mikey I have a massive craving for the old... yeah. Gary, yeah, Gary, I just remembered, sorry, just seeing the word old games. You were going to send me that web browser, weren't you, Gary? About the old games? The old games are brilliant. They're fucking brilliant. Premier Manager for me is one of the originals. Ultimate Soccer Manager is another one. Right. Ooh, Forfar. Let's see how much money they've got. It's 500 grand. What you were talking about a few minutes ago, fixing a crash on a save. I agree. I think that's a good idea, Gary. I think that's a really good idea because sometimes, I mean, I'm in several WhatsApp groups. I don't even know what a Telegram group is. Premier Manager was. Is that the Tony Gubber at the start when the game's loading, where he's saying what a way to equalise, blah blah. Premier Manager was fucking great. Always chose Wickham because they were the strongest team in the conference. Telegram is a great show. I've never even heard of that. Can we not just do it on Discord? Because I'm fucking old. Right, I'm just gonna McDonald. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, we'll take McDonald. We'll take the 60 grand offer for McDonald. Yeah, I think we can definitely do that. Keegan on the front. I can't remember who was on the front of it. I used to play it on the Amiga, and you had that protection wheel to stop people copying discs. Okay. Very, very happy there. Right. Okay. You can go into listed. Do you know what, right? I honestly thought I'd have got an offer in for this guy. Sam McClintock. Whoa, what the... This is what happens when you tamper with training, right? You buy a player and they don't appear where they should be. What the fuck? He's been there since I got him on loan. What the fuck? And you... okay, yeah, whatever. So that... When's he going? What have I got? Oh, he's going on the 1st of... Right, now I need to check, right? I want to check, the 1st of February. Need to check this. Hopefully I'll get this in the next 20 minutes. So, we're going to get 28 grand. We should get 328 grand. Because, a reminder here, for those of you that don't know, we sold Aaron Rowe to Norwich over 6 months for £1.8 million. So I think we should get 300 grand. And let's see. And he's played 4 subs. 6 more games and we'll get another 600 grand. That was a deal. I'm sure the one I'm thinking of it is 98. Tony Gubber singing, chanting, what a way to equalise, great goal. Oh, shit like that. Okay. Masterton, who you wanted by Luton? Masterton was essentially my captain. He comes back in. Yeah, so this guy here, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to get rid of him. I think all the others, they're different quality. They're prime. As I said, he came on an exchange, so I couldn't pull out that deal. And I wish I didn't get him. But I've got to go, stay with my own rules. Likewise, Gary, I was a little bit late, to be honest with you. I think my first ever game I played on the PC was Virtual Pool, which at the time was a dog's bollocks. Brighton had a striker called Bayard. Was it Ian? Was it Ian Bayard? Was it? Bedford nil, Kings Lynn 2. Maris has got 2 goals. That's what we like to see. We brought those attacking midfielders in, but we haven't really... Maguire comes in for a first bit of action. We brought those attacking midfielders in, but we don't really need to use them at the moment. But it's just about depth, really. I think we're so strong in comparison to the rest of the league now. We were on 13 grand a week on the wages. I'm going to check that in a minute. I can't remember his first name. I'm sure it was Ian Bayard. Pretty certain. Cracking result then as we enter the next round, the quarterfinal. Right, correct me if I'm wrong on this, right? If any of you know. Southend were good as well. The FA Trophy, this is clearly part of some patchwork because I've never known it to be that many rounds. I've never known. That tells me that as far as part of the update, there's a lot more non-league teams in the game. And hence that they're in this. Do you know what I mean? Because I did not realise that the FA Trophy had so many rounds. And of course, that was the first round, which we weren't in. Second round, which... Well, that's not all of us, is it? So it's going to be to do with rankings of North and South, isn't it? So however many it is. Third round, that's when the Conference North, that's when the National League come in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for me, it was always Wickham because... Do you remember the player Steve Guppy? Steve Guppy. He went to Newcastle, I think, in real life, didn't he? Okay. Ah, right, it's the first. Let's have a look. Ready? No way. Where's my fucking money? Where is my money? We should have received... that. I know where that 28 grand is from. That 28 grand is from Cameron Gregory. But I want to know... We'll see if it's on the second. I will not be fucking happy if that... This is where Guppy played for Leicester and Celtic. Did he play for Celtic? I didn't know that. Oh, I can't remember that, shall I say. But that must have been at his latter stages, weren't it? It's a good offer, but I'm not a good offer. It's an offer, but it's not a good offer. Stockport can go and fuck themselves. This is where I'm... Yeah, you give me £1 million and we'll talk business. I've got to check money. I think when he moved to Newcastle, he never made it, did he? Right, so we're getting into quarterfinals. We're going to Rochdale. You'd feel that's not going to be an easy game. In CMO1, he's at Celtic. Is he old? I've never really paid attention. I can go and check him now, shall I? Fucking neighbour's baby. Fucking crying again. Fucking little bastard. Okay. Ah, well, fuck you then is what I say. Oh. Is he? Yeah, I'm pretty certain he did. How can't I find him? Why the fuck can't I find him? Fucking gotta check that cunt now. Gotta check that quickly, that's gonna bug me otherwise. He did go to Newcastle. He went to Newcastle from Wickham. He went to Newcastle in 1994. After 178 games, Port Vale, Leicester, Celtic, Leicester, Leeds, Stoke, Wickham, DC United, Stevenage, Rochester Rhinos. So he's at why? Oh, is it because I've not got Celtic open? That's going to be what it is, isn't it? Celtic open. It's because I've not got Oh, sorry, I'm being stupid. I thought I was playing the ODB. Fucking idiot. I thought I was playing the ODB. Yeah, I'm talking out my arse. Right, again, you know, these guys, they're not going for anything less than £1 million now. We're not selling players. Right, let's check my money. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I sold him on a 6 monthly contract. A 6 month installment plan. How is that fucking fair? That's gonna really that's gonna bug me. That's gonna keep bugging me. Fuck's sake. Okay. I'm going to bring McClintock in now for a game. He is listed. Okay, so Peter Wright. Okay, straight into it then. Yeah, tell I know, what a fucking idiot. Fucking twat stick. And we trail, I think for the second time this season we've trailed. Kings Lynn 1, Merthyr 1, it's 2-1. Maris has got them both. Hanley with the opener for Merthyr, who square it to 2-2. Kings Lynn 2, Merthyr Town. I said Merthyr Tidfall, didn't I? They were formerly known as Merthyr Tidfall, weren't they? Okay, so Maris is going to have to come off now, I'm afraid. Right, I think that other winger that I brought, is it... who is it now? Tom McGlinchky is going to have to probably leave as well. There we go. We have scored. We are 3-2 up. We ain't giving up now. We ain't fucking up. It's all over. Nathan Smith. Ah, man, the defenders. You fucking wankers. Charlie Riley wasn't great. I might actually... You know what? He's had 6 games. 6 games. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that whatsoever. So we are going to make changes now. What did McClintock get? Got me an 8. Can't grumble at an 8, can I? Riley's going to come off. McGlinchky can go now. And I'm also going to, now gone into February, that shower of shit can go as well. Okay, don't think we need to do too much more. Riley's had games. Okay. I think we're probably only going to get 1 or 2 more games in, guys. What's that? I signed a posh player in my save last night, the mighty Shane Tolley, for 3 million 6 months after he went to... So how does that work then? So how does that work? Were you still paying for him then? What a player, Shane Tolley. I remember him at Posh. And like the rest of them, Posh fuck him off. I signed a Posh player in my for 3 million over 6 months. Oh, sorry, you didn't buy him after 6 months. I don't ever understand how that works. Right, you can go. Who the fuck? Kings Langley. Who the fuck are they? I've never even heard of them. Okay. Oh, I wanted him. Oh, no, hang on. Is he still unhappy? Nah. There's no point in looking at the thingy yet. Because if I start buying players, you know, I've got the option to pull out of them before the 1st of July, I suppose. That's what we want. That's what we wanted. Rochdale have come in. I'm not going to ask for anything more. We'll play one more game, guys. One more game. And then we'll stop. It's been a busy day. Busy bee. Okay. Big thank you to all you guys that have tuned in over the course of the last 2.5 hours. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button and keep the channel growing. We will conclude after this game against Peterborough Sports. Coleman will come out. We're going to bring Claire in for this game as well. So we're going to have a game for Louis Reed. Louis Reed will come in for only his 2nd game. Where are we? Oh, God, I'm having a fucking mind blank. 95. I'm happy to go with 95. Do you know what, actually? I might give him a rest, actually. Where is he? We're going to give this to Austin. Hang on, Austin was right-footed. Okay. Okay. Happy with that? Yep, very happy with that. Let's just check our defence as well. We're good to go. Okay. Oi, oi, Neil, how you doing? You're a bit late to the party, Neil. Saving after this. 2.5 hours and Neil arrives. But it's always good to see you drop in, Neil. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It's Peterborough Sports against Kings Lynn. Now, Neil, you've come in and you're thinking, who am I playing as? I'm Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn's not far from Peterborough geographically. Very, very close indeed. It's on the update. It's on the update. So, it's all good, Neil. I know you were busy today. Hope you sorted out the loft, mate. And we lead 1-0 through Sadie. So, as I said, we've only slipped up 3 times this season. Not been the most convincing performance in the world, but do you know what? I will take it. Nathan Smith was piss poor again. Back-to-back sixes, I don't accept. I do not accept back-to-back sixes. Yeah, it's not easy, Neil. It's not easy. I've gone with Kings Lynn, and I've done the usual, Neil. The old usual. But do you know what? Should we have our game in hand? Or should we get that Wednesday game in, shall we? Let's do the Wednesday game, shall we? Because then we'll do the Wednesday game. Okay, let's have a look now then. Yeah, you can go. It won't be till... let's just make sure that Rochdale have got money. Well, they might not have that by the time it gets to the stage. Let me check this quickly. Still not. Still not. I'm going to keep checking it every fucking day this month. They owe me 300 grand. I thought, right? I thought it was... It might be the 1st of... So he went on the 1st of January. So it might be the 1st of February, the 1st of March, 1st of April, May, June, July. I don't know. Fucking cunt. Right, okay. My barely legal isn't quite ready yet. Otherwise I would have done a video on that today. But I didn't get a chance to, so apologies about that, guys. Okay. We'll play this last game then. Yeah. You can go. That's fine. You're all good to go. But what I will do is I'm going to do my usual. Over there. You can go unlisted. Yeah, you go. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the lineup then. Yeah, it should all be good. Should all be good for this. What did Lola's just get me? Got me a 7. Okay, Mike. If the game cheats you, cheat the game. I love it. I love it. Do you know what, right? You sound like someone on Facebook, yeah? When you've just looked at their lineup, right, and they've got Haaland at their fucking shitty club. Oh, yeah, I went into the editor, but I've done really well, though, haven't I? I've done really well. Yeah, I love it. Okay, let's finish off the stream then. We're going to hit 2.5 hours exactly. We've done really well here. Let's get straight to it then. Leamington, is it Leamington Spa? Is it Leamington Spa? It is, isn't it? Oh, FC, sorry. As we go 1-0 up through... Oh, shit, I forgot to change my striker. We'll give Claire another game. Maris gets a goal. So Tom Clare gets a second game. 3-0, Maris. Maris has done so well for me, hasn't he? I knew he'd be a good player. Maris. Have I left Louis Reed in as well? Yes, I have. Reed's in for his 3rd game as well. Not a problem. Fucking hell, that Muniz for Liverpool is going to be wank. Why is that? Why is that, Neil? I've not really read too much about him, to be honest with you. I've not kept caught of any football news today. Claire's got a second goal. It's 4-0. This is what we need. 5-0. Absolutely fantastic. Leamington 0. Kings Lynn 5. A delightful performance. Well, Let's have a look at where that's... Well, there we are. 14 league games to go. We are looking proper fucking invincible. We're looking proper invincible. Let's have a look at the finances. 2.6. Still no money come through, motherfuckers. But we will see. I'll play some more of this game later on anyway. And that's it from me, guys. And a huge, huge thank you to all you guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys. There's been a lot of people that have come in and probably just listened to me whilst they're driving. Why is who poo? Why is he poo? Oh, you're on about Munez, isn't you? So I do appreciate, guys, the support on the channel. Let's keep it going. If you've got any suggestions, I think we've already had a suggestion, haven't we? Well, I suggested it to myself off the back of what Gary said. We're going to have to do a video on that not buying laptop stuff. I will happily do shit for free. Use Team... If you can trust me to go on TeamView, Dante, Neil, Gary, you three guys, I've done it for you. You three guys are good examples. If you're Windows 11, I can't guarantee it because I'm not quite so familiar with it. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys. You know, it makes all the difference. And that's it. Until next time from me, guys, take it easy.